For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Paul Perez is suing Walter Fillman in the amount of $800. Mr. Perez claims his private voicemail to a female friend was taken out of context by Mr. Fillman and says it cost him his role as benevolent club president.
Good afternoon. Why are we here today, Mr. Perez? You are suing your friend, maybe, or fellow club member for $800, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me what happened between you two.
Your Honor, while I was president of the association that we have, Walter here took a voicemail that I sent to a friend, and he blew it out of context. He defamed my name and made me look very bad to the community and even to my wife. It was just detrimental to me. It cost me my presidency and made me get suspended for 11 months from the association.
The presidency of this club that we're talking about?
Yes,
Tell me a little bit about the club where you both belong.
Well, Your Honor.
Or belonged.
The association and the committee is to help out local businesses in the Denver, Colorado area where we live. It also helps out the homelessness and helps feed the poor. I have been a member for over 5 years.
Okay. All right. No problems, no issues.
Have no problems.
And you were the president?
I was elected the president for 1 year. The election came around, I was reelected, and that was this past January. And then that's when Walter here decided that he wanted to become president. He thought he was all that. So he went over and took a voicemail from a friend that I made or sent out and sent it to the community members and to the club party.
Well, tell me about this voicemail. Tell me what happened.
It was an innocent little voicemail that I sent to a friend, telling them that they looked nice at a New Year's Eve party. And he made an email out and attached the voicemail to it and told people that I was just an evil person and that I shouldn't have done this. He just made it look like I was a derogatory...
A cheater.
Cheater.
Basically.
Yes.
A sexual harasser.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And tell me about this person or the other person that you sent the voicemail message to.
Ilana, she was a friend of ours that would come and play cards with us when we played bridge.
Friend of you and your wife's?
A friend of all was into the community. She was also a community member. She helped with the food preparations for the homeless as well.
And so, okay, so you claim he disclosed this recording that you sent to Elena, and he sent an email to who?
He sent an email out to the different committee members, which I have right here for you.
You can give that to Cinder, any evidence that you have.
Okay.
So he sent an email out to the whole organization or the main community members or the main executive board type thing. And then what happened?
Well, I got another email back from the founder, Bob, who told me I was relieved of my duties. And
that's it? The club didn't even call you to find out what happened?
They didn't ask anything. Yes.
All right, so then they let you go. So then this is the email that you sent out, Mr. Fillman. All right, so why don't you tell me what happened, Mr. Fillman?
I became a member of this club about 4 years ago when I retired. And it was a wonderful interactivity with my fellow members.
Okay, good.
Playing poker one evening, it was suggested that I run for president.
But he was already president.
And he was president at the time, but it was suggested that I run for president. During the time I was creating my campaign, a lady came and approached me named Elena, a member of the club, and she said, I'd like for you to hear this voicemail that I received, which makes me very, very uncomfortable. People can judge voicemails however they wish, but I found it very, a little degrading for a female. And I believe we have a copy of it that I'd like to play, that we can hear.
We can listen to that, but before you do that, you sent out an email to basically everybody who's
Absolutely.
anybody, saying, I hope your week is going well. I was speaking to another member yesterday, and she brought something to my attention that I thought you should all share with you. Our beloved president left it, so that obviously there was an election. You lost, he won. A curious voicemail from a particular member, I'm sure all of you will hear. And then you put, don't let Paul cheat in capital, highlighted in yellow, out of being a good leader. So that's the email you sent with that voice message.
Coming up on Justice for All.
I'm nice to just about every woman I see. I always think that women always need to have compliments.
Okay, but using the word snack is kind of a little creepy. Just a little bit creepy.
And later,
It just seems to me it's a lot of money for a friend to take and then spend on a trip to Peru.
Sometimes friends don't reciprocate friendship back.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Paul Perez, who is suing Walter Philman for defamation.
All right, so can we hear the voice message to see what it says?
Hey Alana, it's Paul. I had to call and tell you how beautiful that you looked in that red dress at the New Year's party. You look like a snack.
Are you a flirtatious person, Mr. Perez?
I'm a nice person too.
Does your wife know you sent her that voice message, Elena?
She has after this case has come forward.
What
yes,
does she think?
She thought I was being extra nice. She told me I was actually over nice.
But is that how you are with your fellow friends who are females?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm nice to just about every woman I see. I always think that women always need to have compliments.
Okay, but using the word snack is kind of a little creepy. Just a little bit creepy. Did you talk to Elena after the fact?
I did. I provided you with the statement that Elena gave.
I have her, and I'm going to read it to Mr. Philman. Do you know that Elena actually submitted a certified statement, notarized and everything in support of Mr. Perez?
I do now.
All right. So this email got him essentially, and some follow-up based on Elena's testimony. Her statement, she says that she gave you this voice message to just have you give her the opinion if she misinterpreted his words. So I asked Walter Philman to review for me, right? Then she said that you fabricated a story in which Mr. Perez and her were having an affair, and that affected her as well and her reputation. And she says we never, ever were having an affair or in cahoots or canoodling. So that clearly tells me you did not have authorization to share that voicemail. Did you?
Elena didn't say don't share it with anyone. I just want you to hear it.
The question is, she said she wanted you to hear it, not anybody else. Then you decide to publish that without knowing the truth. For some reason, the club got it, and they removed him from being a member of the club and his presidency, and I understand you got to be president, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, but what bothers me, okay, maybe you were concerned that this was not a good idea, but you did not have authorization to share the voicemail, number one. Number two, emailing a bunch of people is not the right thing because that means you're publicizing something you don't know to be true or not. That could be defamatory, okay? Number three, the right thing to do would have been to maybe go up to talk to somebody personally, the executive board, because that would have been the right thing to do. But number four, you go on and you continue saying, fabricating a story that Mr. Perez and Elena are having an affair. So she's even saying her reputation is damaged.
Is she a liar?
Who?
Elena?
She says she's not having an affair. She's not here. I can't tell or ask her, but she says she's not having an affair with Mr. Perez.
She didn't tell me she wasn't having an affair.
And she didn't tell you she was either, but in her statement, notarized statement, she says that you ruined her reputation too, because after you sent this email, and you're lucky she's not here suing you, after you sent this email to the club, to everybody in the club, Then you followed up with, they're probably having an affair. I know they are. Right? Not right. So I'm in a predicament, Mr. Perez, because the board was the one that let you go for that statement that you said. Had you, through the defamatory statement, lost work because you were a dentist, or people started not allowing you in certain things because they think you're a cheater and you could show damages, that's a different story. Unfortunately, and don't laugh when I say this, but I'm thinking of politics. It's a dirty game of politics. This is how it goes. Do I think it's appropriate? Absolutely not. Do I think that you guys are way beyond the stupidity of high school politics? Yes, I do. And I hope this doesn't happen again. The right thing for you to have done, Mr. Who am I to tell you what to do? Because obviously, you know, we're all adults here. The right thing would have been to sit down with Elaine and say, what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to send it to the board? Do you want us to go walk in there together and have them make the determination? That would have been the right thing to do. Not to immediately, a second later, send a nasty email, right? And then follow up by saying that they're cheating. So that's not right. So based on the evidence, unfortunately, Mr. Perez, while I feel the defendant was at fault, clearly, because he defamed you, the damages you're suing for are based on the statement you did. So it's a weird thing. Okay? So no more. That's it. Based on the evidence, I am ruling, Mr. Perez, I'm going to deny your claim for the $800 as I explained previously. Good luck, gentlemen. Please grow up. Okay? You still have time.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
This could have all been avoided if he would just stopped.
Manners and politeness with another human being is paramount, regardless of what these rules and regulations say. Maybe it's time to take a look at the way you see the world.
Coming up on Justice for All.
I don't think that she fully understood the definition of a gift. You know, she gave me this money and essentially it was for me to feel better and to heal.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Evelyn Torres is suing Bonnie Carter in the amount of $4,800. Ms. Torres claims she gave her friend money to pay for therapy after her marriage ended and says Ms. Carter blew it on a lavish vacation to Peru.
Ms. Torres, you are suing your dear friend, Ms. Carter, for $4,800.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of money for friends. What happened?
Well, Your Honor, Bonnie was a dear, dear friend of mine.
Was?
We've been friends for 5 years. We actually met while hiking on a couples retreat type of deal. And we quickly became very fast friends. And my marriage ended very painfully, actually. And she was there for me. She was a great friend. She helped me to laugh when all I wanted to do was cry. And so it broke my heart when her marriage ended, and I wanted so desperately to help her. And so I wrote up a list of all the therapists I had visited, because it takes a little while to find the right one, and wrote that up, gave it to her, and I gave her a check for almost $5,000 to go see these therapists. It was for 6 months of counseling.
Okay, so this was a gift.
It was a purposeful gift. It was for the purpose of helping her heal.
Okay.
Yes.
So if it was a gift, it's a gift. Why are we here?
It just seems to me it's a lot of money for a friend to take and then spend on a trip to Peru.
Sometimes friends don't reciprocate friendship back.
Can I say something very quickly?
Sure.
Because this money was used for what I consider to be a form of therapy. It wasn't a frivolous vacation. It was a nature retreat. It was in Peru, yes.
Ooh,
It was an
Peru.
all-inclusive trip. And it
Did you go to Machu Picchu?
I did, yeah, and it was
Wow.
beautiful.
Coming up,
No, she cut me off after so she started.
You cut her off after she gave you $5,000? $4,800.
Essentially, I mean,
Wow.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Evelyn Torres, who is suing Bonnie Carter for reimbursement of funds.
Anyway, you took the money, you went to Peru, you visited Machu Picchu, you had an incredible experience.
Yeah.
And so why do you think you're in court today?
I think that she's now bitter, maybe. I don't think that she fully understood the definition of a gift. You know, she gave me this money, and she's essentially, it was for me to feel better and to heal.
Okay.
And
you
maybe I didn't
healed
do
in
that
Peru?
exactly the way she wanted me to.
Well, so here's the problem. When I found out, and by the way, I found out by scrolling on social media. We went from talking 4 or 5 times a day, and then after I gave the money to her, I didn't hear anything, and I thought it was strange, but you know what? She's going to therapy, she's focusing on herself. And then all of a sudden I see on social media this picture of Machu Picchu saying, nature is therapy. Nature is my therapy.
And then, so what's the problem?
Well, so the problem is that she came back, and after 2 or 3 weeks, she starts calling me again. You can see in the evidence that I submitted, there's a sheet there that has a call log from one day, all of the calls I
Oh my
received
God,
from
you called her
Bonnie.
12 times.
Yes.
4, 5,
and
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
as I said
Well, she
earlier,
never
I
answers,
worked,
you know.
right, I didn't answer because I'm trying to make money, especially now that I
Okay,
need
but
to
when she was
replenish
going
my
through a
savings
divorce, when you were
account.
Why
going
did you
through
call
a
her for
divorce.
12 times?
Because she never answers, and I just want to be able to talk to her. She's one of the few
But she
friends
gave
I
you
have.
$48
Yes.
to go to Machu Picchu. Nobody, I mean,
Well,
like
I gave it so she
a
could
small
talk to a
percentage of the
therapist.
world gets to go to Machu Picchu. You already had your therapy. Why are you calling your friend bugging her?
Because I was there for her the entire time
She's been
during her
there for
divorce.
you the entire time.
I feel like she just gave
you
me this money to push me
$4,800.
away.
Why do you think she should talk to you 12 times a day and continue to be her therapist?
I don't want to talk to her 12 times a day. I just wanted to talk to her
But
once
why?
or twice.
She's not your therapist. She's your friend. She gave you $5,000 to go see a therapist. You decided to go to Machu Picchu. Good for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then that's it, right? So then you guys aren't friends anymore?
No, she cut me off after so she started.
You cut her off after she gave you $5,000? $4,800.
Essentially, I mean,
Wow.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
You didn't even tell her you were going to Machu Picchu.
See
She
the
must have
photo.
not been a really good friend if you didn't tell her you're going to Machu Picchu, because you probably knew she would be upset at you. Something is preventing you from seeing the logic of this case. Well, for you too.
Sure.
Okay? Because you said it was a gift. Case over.
Right.
I didn't even have to go.
Right.
But you two seemed to be lovely people, so we kept talking. But I'm not going to grant your claim. You yourself admitted $4,800. Next time you want to make sure you get money back, make sure it's a loan and tell them it's a loan. Write it down on a piece of paper. I'm going to let you borrow $4,800 for therapy. Pay me back within a year. Pay me back monthly, but I want this money back. Period. Okay?
Okay.
So good luck, ladies. Based on the evidence, I'm denying your claim for $4,800. Good luck, ladies.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I wish you had respected me and my generosity, and I really hope you get the therapy you deserve.
I accepted your payment as a gift, and I hope you better learn what the definition of a gift is.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.